How did today feel, and how big was it to watch some more shots drop, and how much did your teammates help you, through the last two games? Maybe shots weren't falling, but you were still impacting the game, absolutely, those last two games at the pit.
Yeah, like if I'm not hitting, I have to play defense and then let the offense come. But today gave me a little more confidence because last few games I shot probably 0% from three. So seeing a few fall in felt good. And my teammates, they're a big help on that, get me open and setting good screens. So, yeah.
Will, go ahead. Just have to unmute.
Hey, I'm curious, does your defense, the team's defense, get enough credit? Because we can talk all day about balanced scoring and double-figure scores on this team, but the last 3 or 4 games, this team's defense has been astounding. But do you think people overlook that?
Yeah, but I feel like once we're dialed in and all talking and communicating, we're really good at defense, especially when we're on the help line and in the gaps and stuff like that. So today we played well on defense, but we could have picked it up a little bit more.
Do either of you have a follow-up question? Go ahead, Brandon.
Tay, this is your first Mountain West tournament with the Lobos. I'm curious, all this being on the road, all these things you guys have had to go through that you normally wouldn't in a typical season, did in a weird way all these things the last few months get you guys prepared for moments like this, being on the road and in the bright lights and stuff?
Most definitely. I feel like traveling before this helped us mentally. So being here is just another day, another game, knowing what we have to wake up to the next day.
Yeah, this is a typical Air Force game right here. You better be strong with the ball and be able to make plays off the dribble because it's going to be tough to complete a pass. So it was a typical game against Air Force. They fight and they're well coached and fortunate enough we were able to score just enough to get ahead.
Brandon, go ahead.
Coach, I think balance has been a really key component to your guys' success this year, and there seemed to be great balance, not just offensively, because 6 players scored in at least 7 points, but there seemed to be great balance offensively and defensively. What did you think of the balance today? Yeah,
defensively we were good except for that 4 or 5 minute or maybe 8-minute stretch, the last few minutes of the first half and first few minutes of the second half. And it was good. We picked the pressure up about halfway through the third quarter there at the under 5 and kind of changed our defense a little bit. But I thought for the most part defensively we were good. The problem was we just didn't finish any plays in the first half because we couldn't get enough defensive rebounds.
Will, go ahead.
Coach, your net ranking is good. The resume is pretty good. But do you feel like this team needs to win this tournament to get to the NCAA?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we're viewed. Because we've had a different season than a lot of people. So I'm not sure. We're just going to try to get prepared and see if we can win tomorrow.
Brandon, you have a follow-up?
I do. I asked Tay. This was her first tournament, but I asked her in a way, did everything you guys have gone through, being on the road so much, being in uncomfortable situations, get you prepared for moments like this? Her and Tora, how comfortable did they look for their first conference tournament game?
Yeah, they were fine. I don't think anything changed with them. They just like playing basketball, and today we had a game, and so that means they're going to get to have fun.
We'll take one last question since Van joined us late, so go ahead, Van.
Coach, could you talk about when they made their big run and you guys were getting ready to you guys answered, and it seems like that's been the whole the theme of the team this year. When you guys get punched, you guys punch back.
Yeah, they did, and I don't know, they may have got it tied. I can't remember. At least cut it to 2 or something, and we needed to get our aggressiveness back, and we were able to do that. So I'm happy we were able to do that. That's part of kind of our DNA this year is we nothing's been easy, and so even those things aren't easy either.